off buying gold and Bitcoin and
I think all roads lead to inflation. We're going to end up,
But does all roads lead to inflation? Therefore, gold is a good investment. Is Bitcoin a good investment to you?
I'm long gold. I'm long Bitcoin. I think commodities are so ridiculously underowned. So I'm long commodities. I think most young people find their inflation hedges via the NASDAQ. That's also been great. It's probably some combination. I probably have some basket of gold, Bitcoin, commodities, and NASDAQ, something like that. And I would own zero fixed income. If I had my cash, it'd be very short term. The playbook to get out of this, you see it in Japan right now. They have 2% inflation, 30 basis points overnight. They don't want to raise rates. The playbook to get out of this is that you inflate your way out and you have a small tax on the consumer and you run interest rates and nominal growth rate, interest rates below inflation and nominal growth above inflation. And that's how you reduce your debt to GDP. So you're going to have the Fed they should be easy. They should be
easy. You want them to cut.
So just real quickly, every 100 basis points, given where our debt to GDP right now, every 100 basis points is worth about $90 billion a year to the deficit. $90 billion. So yes, if we're trying to stabilize debt to GDP, we want to run the most dovish monetary policy that we can without letting inflation become too much of a tax on the citizenry. So yes, all roads lead to inflation. That's historically the way every civilization has gotten out, is they've inflated away their debts.
So here you hear it from Paul Tudor Jones, legendary investor, telling you that all roads lead to inflation. While Bitcoin keeps playing with your portfolio, pulling it up and pulling it down, we hope you're not trading this market, because that's an easy way to crash out in this cycle. Without further ado, getting straight into it, with Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. If you haven't checked out our website, www.bitcoinbros101.com, definitely check it out. We got learning, all our social links. You can join our premium Patreon pass, but we have ebooks for you too. Are you getting started in crypto? These books are for you. Get started with Bitcoin and crypto's ultimate beginner guide, instant download. If you want to get into the charts, get more technical, well, get the Technical Analysis 101 book as well. And you know we got to give it to you. We got to start off with MicroStrategy, see what's going on. What do we see? What do we anticipate? Now, we've seen MicroStrategy have this breakout. What do we see in the short to midterm? Could we see higher price appreciation, higher price action? Well, it looks pretty bullish. Why do we say? Because if we zoom out in the charts, let's make this a little bit bigger, we can see the trend's your friend to the end. And we've just been putting in higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and now higher highs. We're in higher high territory. Could we have a retracement back down to the downside, maybe retesting 200 again, or 194, 195 to 200 again, before having a continuation? That is definitely in the cards. The EMAs are all starting to curl up. You see the red, blue, green. You see the bull market support band. We are above it. Now we are in the midst of this third leg. We've showed you this leg one. We've showed you the leg two pullback. Now this is wave one, wave two. Now this is wave three that we're a part of. Here's wave one and wave three, wave two. Now we could be a part of wave three within wave three, get a pullback before we come up here, get a major pullback. This could happen sometime in the middle of 2025. So this could be a sell in May and go away situation. Pullback before ultimately ripping back up to the upside. Now it may not play out exactly like this. We could get a little bit of a dip and come up to the top. Doesn't necessarily have to come back down to this trend line, but that's what we see. MicroStrategy at the close is right below 220. And looking at the NAV is back up to 2.6. Could this get over to 3 over the next 30 days? Make sure you leave your comments below. And then our first update from Stock Money Lizards, he's showing you from back in May through present day, we just been in this broadening wedge, and now we're getting that divergence. We put this low in, higher low, higher low, higher low retest. The retest is the breakout from this previous resistance where it hit our head once, twice, 3 times, 4th time got through. Now retesting, back test, Is it going to be a bump and run to the upside? It definitely looks like that could be in the case. And then, this is an interesting chart as well from Stock Money Lizards. Look at each presidential election every 4 years. Every single time after the election, 12 months is bullish. Got the election November of 16, it was $700. Then Bitcoin ran up to $19,000. Then presidential election of 2020, it was 14,000, and then within a year, it was 67,000. Actually 69. This is a misprint. And then right now we're around 67 at the current time it's recording, but you can say roughly 70,000 if by the election. And then what's going to come 12 months from then towards the end of 2025? Could you see a multi-$100,000 Bitcoin? That could be what's in the cards. And right now we've been trading in this channel since almost the end of Q1 of 2024. It's been a lull, and Bitcoin's just putting in a massive bull flag, but get ready for Bitcoin to rocket off. As you heard Paul Tudor Jones saying, the Feds needs to ease, and that's what's around the corner. And this is where we are right now as well. Look at the Wall Street cheat sheet. You have euphoria, complacency, anxiety, denial. This is the bottom of the bear market. People are getting depressed, disbelief, hope, optimism, and then you get rinse, repeat. You get that belief, thrill, and euphoria going into 2025, and then the whole cycle repeats. So right now is the last time you have, the last opportunity. The next leg up could be that massive blast up to the upside to where there's no turning back. And looking at Bitcoin at the current time it's recording, right above 67,000. What do we see? What do we anticipate? So one thing to note on the RSI below, you see we bottomed out down here. This was the bottom of the bear right here. This is the time to accumulate. And then we come up out the bear, stair step. We put in a higher low. And then we came up, got overbought territory. And Bitcoin actually made a new all-time high up here, but stalled out. Had to cool off, but then put in a higher low. Are we putting in this divergence? Bitcoin is holding above that bull market support band. Where the current time it's recording, the bull market support band is at 63,000. So will this be some type of massive bull flag consolidation pattern? Let's take a look at this a little bit closer. If you look at this, this looks like one big steep flagpole from all the way down to 25,000 up to this peak. Let's get rid of this drawing here and let's make this all make sense. Is this a bull flag? This could be something like this. And if this is the case, look what we're doing right now. This looks like this is a textbook breakout and a retest. So let's just draw our lines here. And it looks like we've been trading this channel, came down. If this is a breakout and a retest, where is this technical target take us up to? Bitcoin bros are going to show you this before the video's out, so make sure you watch this to the end. Before we get to that, shout out to Kevin Svensson. He pulled this indicator together that's extremely interesting, and he's saying when the total 3, which is this here, is trading at parallel with Bitcoin in 1-to-1, it calls the cycle peak, and that happens about right around this red dotted line right here. You see this red dotted line got hit back in late 2017, early 18. That was the peak. Look right here. September of 2021, that was around the peak. Right here. It also hit again, but as you see, we were cooling off. That was a divergence. But look where we are right now. We're down in the depths. We haven't even got back up to this 1 range. So we have a lot of leg room to move to the upside. You want to get back up to the overheated territory, not the sold. So we still got some time to go. And then looking at Satoshi Stacker, he's just waiting for alt season. As you see, this is a rounding bottom. Once this curls back up, altcoins are going to rip. Bitcoin's tried everybody's patience. Have you sold off or are you hodling strong? Going back to our chart before we close, you see this looks like a massive flag pattern that's been forming since 25,000. Now if we zoom up to the top, where is this target take us up to? This takes us up to $195,000 Bitcoin. Massive, massive gains. About a 3x from right now. If Bitcoin can do a 3x, looking back at the MicroStrategy trade, you're right now trading at a NAV of 2.6. Let's be conservative and say this NAV gets to 3 by the time Bitcoin is a 3x. That means MicroStrategy could do a 9x potentially from right here, which would take it close up to $2,000. Let's do the math really quick. Let's say 220 times 9, 1980. That would take us up past this support line. So is that realistic? Time will definitely tell, but it could be in the cards for MicroStrategy. This fifth leg could actually get more bullish than most people are anticipating, and stretching up that high, breaking out of this, could be what's in the cards. And before we leave, make sure you go ahead and get your Crypto Millionaire book. Bitcoin Bros made this for you. Instant downloads. They're also on Amazon. And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate the support. With that, that's all I have for you, and I'm out.